It's your boy Sayso. I'm an actor. I'm an artist. I'm a creative guy, and I'm spiritual. I'm connected to nature and stuff. And yeah, I've had quite an amazing journey coming from Africa, Nigeria, where I was born, and coming to the UK at a young age, and having to go through a lot of changes, a lot of I would say technically, with being a young kid, you need your friends around, you need support around, and not having that coming into the country kind of was a massive change in my life, kind of thing. And also coming into the country, I kind of struggled with a good relationship with my mom and my parents. So I got kicked out from a young age. So I became homeless coming into the country. So I didn't even know how to get the bus to college. I didn't know how to do a lot of things. So it was kind of amazing that I had to find a way to adapt to the changing times in that situation. So all my life, I've been adapting, I've been changing through the times and stuff. So moving forward, I started playing football. And it was so interesting because when you get kicked out and you're homeless, like you have a group of friends and the only thing you guys know is just to have fun. It's not really a college thing. You don't really want to go to college and go to school, but you just want to be yourself. You want to go out there and show that you've got a talent and you've got stuff for the world. So that was me growing up. So I got into football, playing football, played for West Ham, played for Peckham Town, played for my local team in my local borough. So that kind of gave me a little confidence in terms of getting kicked out, now getting to know a few people. That kind of helped me in my journey and stuff. So after the music, after the football, I got injured. So I had a bad knee problem, which I tried to come back, and literally I was out for like 3 months, which I went through my therapy and everything. And I tried coming back, and literally the first day of training, I got injured again, which is like, what am I gonna do? Like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back and understand myself a bit more. I felt like that having that time off made me understand myself, made me go into myself, because if you can't go outside, you go inside within you. So that's what I've done, and it gave me the opportunity to reflect on myself. And my friend was doing music in the same room as me, and he was singing, and I kind of like joined him and helped him out with the vocals. And he's like, Sayso, you got a good voice. His name is Max. Like, you got a good voice. Can you do this? And I'm like, nah, I'm a football guy. You can see I'm just here relaxing, trying to recover, and that's all I'm here for. But I like what you do. And he inspired me to do music, because it wasn't none of the big rappers that inspired me. It wasn't like the J Hus and the Drake and all the big artists. It was like the people close to me that inspired me to do music, which was more creative for me. And that's when I started doing music. But when I started, I came from the drill scene, which was, it was you just trying to impress people. It's you trying to put on stuff that is not really you. And coming from Africa, Nigeria, was kind of like, this is not me, but I was trying to fit in. Going back, I said, I got made homeless. So all I'm trying to do now is I'm in this world and I'm trying to gain friends. I'm trying to please you. I'm trying to make sure that I don't offend you and stuff like that. And I felt like I was losing myself going through all that process. And that was a long time. That was like 4 or 5 years where I was just in a dark place. And I felt like I needed a positive change in my life. I needed to do something good. And growing up around the community in Peckham, you don't really have a lot of resources around you. There's no, like for the film Blacks Can't Swim, we don't have swimming pool. When the first time I started training and going swimming, I was the only Black kid in the pool. So that was a shocker to me and to the people, because they were thinking, oh, can you swim? And I was thinking, yeah, I can. Like, where I'm coming from, now we swim and stuff. But after a long time training, my hair and everything, the weather not too good, it's cold. So after swimming, I'm coming out, it's kind of cold. So I'm like, you know what? I need to cut down from swimming. And that's when I stopped swimming and I just started doing music from then on. And it was just creative. And then I met my cameraman called Mr. Rex. He kind of started nurturing me in terms of what I do, how to do it. Why don't you try something different? Like kind of like a leader kind of thing that we needed. And meeting him got me to meet Ed, which is the director to the film Blacks Can't Swim, which was kind of like, oh, this is going into a better place now. Meeting all these people is kind of helping me shape myself as a better person. And then that's when the jazz got introduced to me from my cameraman, because he was like, oh, why don't you be more creative? Because I know you to be this guy, you're humble, you're quiet, you're spiritual. I don't know, you're just you. A lot of people like your energy around. So why don't you do something different? And I was like, at first, when you're telling a kid to do something different, he's not interested because of what his friends are into and what he's seeing in the world. So I had to go deep again within myself through the lockdown. We can't go outside, so I'm going inside, and I felt good. I started doing the music. It was a process. There was no pressure. There was not a deadline for me. It was just me just being myself. And then Ed needed like a short clip of like just the neighborhood and stuff in the film Blacks Can't Swim. And that's when he was like, oh, Sayso, do you want to get involved in doing the film Blacks Can't Swim? I was like, yeah, I ain't got nothing to do. Like, I'm homeless. You know, let's just do this, because I'm trying to get myself into places and create opportunities for myself. So that's when I met Ed, and he introduced me to Ed, and I got to be in the first film, and I was starring in the second one, which is like I took a main role from it. And I'm pleased that Ed gave me the opportunity to push forward, because I believe having them sort of platform helps kids like me and people out there to move forward, and is inspiring knowing that we don't have to do what we used to do before, and we're moving forward, and it's changing times, and we're all adapting. It's my rebirth. So going through this has been a journey, has been a blessing. And then we had the premiere, which was like amazing. I got to talk about myself. I got to talk about the story, the cast members, and everyone that's been part of the journey has been great. And also I've got an EP which is out called African London. Same thing, just telling you, bringing the awareness in terms of the life I've lived in Africa and the life I'm living here and everything I'm going through being homeless. Now, hopefully, I'm going to get a place. So it's like, I've been homeless through the film. It's real life story. And now the council are kind of helping me to get a place. I'm just happy that I'm in this good space, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually within myself. That is a great journey. And I've got a soundtrack to the film, Blacks Can't Swim. So I've got 4 tunes on there with 4 videos out as well on my YouTube channel, which is a blessing. So I'm happy that I'm sharing my story to you and to everyone out there, knowing that you can do what you want to do. You can go out there and be you. Don't let the world be around you. You be around the world. And I believe you can make a change through the whole process of you being yourself, because that's all I'm doing. If you can't go out, then go inside. So that's just like a little story about me and my music, which is more spiritual, more free, more real. And yes, I just believe it's for the kids coming up to see the changes, because not a lot of people know where they're coming from. If I can at least show you where you're coming from, at least I give you a little head start in terms of where you're going. And that's just me. If I can help change myself, then I can help change the world. And I'm so happy that my path is just like, has given me this platform to share my story to the world and to everyone. And I believe people will probably look back years later and be like, right, he's been saying stuff from way back. And I believe as time goes on, people will catch up to it. It's something new, it's something fresh, and it will take time for people to get hold of it. But I believe as time goes on, we'll share my stuff and my story, the world will actually get out there. So I'm grateful for sharing your platform with me. And also, if you haven't seen the film Blacks Can't Swim, please go check it out. It's just trying to push the narrative and change the narrative in terms of what we are going through in our community. And that's not even down to the mental health side of it, because if that route is just, it's mind-blowing. Like, we're all going through stuff on a day-to-day basis, basically, with our family, especially in these times where people are losing their jobs, people are losing their relationships, their house. And a lot of people are finding it difficult, and we're losing a lot of people within our families. So I understand the the pressure, because I'm going through it, like leaving my family and stuff. There's a lot mentally that you have to deal with, but having people like you, I'm so happy and glad I'm speaking to you, because at least people get to hear it and understand what we're going through in the community. And we need help. We as young generation, we need help in terms of what we do, and at least make us be creative. Let's be free to have fun. Let's make it fun. Let's make the world fun. Let's make, I don't know, whatever we do, our creative process, let's make it fun and give us that platform to share our stuff. So I'm grateful. Thank you.